Yeah, again, you can always cut it out if it's
You guys
garbage.
need me to serenade you.
That requires editing. I don't do editing.
Oh, nonsense! You're a professional YouTuber. That's like half your job.
Oh,
If
hell
anybody's
no.
serenading, it's gonna be me, Tail, right?
No. All of my viewers know that I'm not cheating because I never, ever, ever edit. So they know they're seeing exactly what happened.
Reed, I watched the one from last week and I really enjoyed it.
I
I'm
enjoyed
glad.
the after party. That was
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
I hope
be recording those entirely from now on.
good.
I hope it also taught me that I'm going to relax more.
No, not at all.
You're fine, James. You don't need to relax.
No, man, you are incredibly helpful. So, you do you.
Okay.
I have an unbiased, not unbiased. I have a hatred towards my own voice, so I rarely listen to you guys because I don't want to hear myself.
I'm right there too. It's really weird listening to my voice.
I hate
You
how
guys
I
sound
How
normal.
how does everybody not hate my voice?
It sounds normal, dude.
Your
It
voice-
sounds like your normal voice.
I know.
No, your
It's the
voice
weird-
always sounds different to you than it sounds to other people because you're hearing it
Yep.
out of your throat, not out of
Yeah.
air.
Right.
It's something.
Like
you
I was
do.
amazed that ET you can actually sing. So
Mhm.
don't be shy about it.
Did you say that? Thank you. I
mean-
spent a few years in chorus, so I attempt to try occasionally.
I know.
Then keep at it.
We're pretty
The
similar.
world needs more song.
Yeah, I love to sing with a passion. However, the problem is I have just shy of an octave of range, and it's not a very good range. It's like a to a ah. So I can't really do much with that.
Have you ever listened to Burl Ives?
Nope.
I can sing killer songs. That's the only
Okay,
kind of song I
Burl
can really
Ives
sing.
is a famous ballad singer. He has basically an octave range. It's not my range, but it's an octave range. You might listen to his songs and be inspired.
Could you type his
Yes.
name out
Yeah.
Was he tone deaf?
one more time?
He was not tone deaf.
Yeah, that might be my problem.
You have to type his name carefully because I'm slightly drunk.
Nice.
This is gonna be good then.
You know, I've got it.
She's slightly drunk.
He was the guy who originally did Candy Mountain. What is it?
Oh
Big
no.
Rock Candy Mountain.
Oh no.
Bert Ives also did the voice of the
Snowman.
Snowman.
in Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Rudolph.
Reindeer.
Yes.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Wait, really? Wait, the one that sung Silver and Gold?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one who sang Silver and Gold. He has very low. He doesn't have much of a range, but he works with what he has.
See, that's the problem. I can't get impressive highs or lows. I'm very meh. Kind
Neither does he. He's very.
Are you kidding? He has.
But what he
lovely
is
lyrics.
he's always in key.
Yeah,
Kai,
true.
Kai, you want to fight? What are you talking about?
Bring on, as
So
you know where we left off, Hess? We left
Yeah,
off
so
at your
it's-
cart.
Yeah,
But
someone
we don't
bring
know
her
where
up to
Doc
speed
is.
while I finish this.
who's gonna tell her about the card? Shit.
Our bard is going to sing the song of the adventure.
Okay,
Oh,
here we go.
Yes.
All right.
guys, don't tell her. She's gonna kill us all.
Dretan doesn't understand how not to sing. Just let this happen.
It's gonna sound completely awful because I have to come up with a song on the spot.
Oh, also,
Hey, man,
I didn't have a chance to mention earlier. That mic is awesome now.
What, this?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes! I knew it!
It's so much better.
I can hear you
We're
now.
missing Psycho again. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'll message him.
Dirty rotten scoundrel.
Yeah, that mic is so much better.
Well, I will not sing, but I will tell you the tale of Dretan almost committing genocide.
Wait, almost. You're admitting
Oh.
You're admitting almost now.
I'm
no.
saying almost because I've come to terms with it, all right? I've come to terms that
Like
I'm...
a Schrodinger's cat box type thing. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
No, he's embellishing
Those
it
people
for
are
a better
half
story.
dead.
Schrodinger's demon
Oh,
may or may not be destroying a town. We only find out when we get there.
God.
So...
you know, the only thing scarier than what might be happening is what's brewing in Hockey's head. Like
Yep.
I'm excited for this episode. I'll just say
God,
that.
that's terrible to hear.
He's got a lot of material between the last session. A lot happened with a lot of character shifting,
Yep.
so
Yeah.
he has a lot to work with.
Speaking of which, I need to talk to you, Hockey, after this session
Okay.
about...
Boy.
So...
For sure.
we first began back inside the creepy devil dungeon, where we were basically told that we owed a debt to a death god. And she's gone.
Did she go to sing again? She went to sing again. Oh my god.
Oh, wait, she's back. Hi, E.T.
I thought someone was singing and I left, and now I'm back to the shit. And I'm sorry.
Got her real quick.
Great.
Did I miss something?
Yes,
yeah.
we're trying to catch you up.
Oh shit, sorry.
So we last left off in when we first began, we had just gotten out of the devil dungeon where the death god basically said that we owed him something. I forget what it was.
Yep, I remember that bit.
We left out of the door that we had found before we all rested. We went out and we were surrounded by mountains, to be expected in the mountainous area. We began our journey back to collect the cart and I believe your donkey. And along the way, we came across a demon with 4 Ghostbuster dogs that was basically under its control.
So what you're saying is it's still unknown whether I have a cart and donkey.
No,
we'll
we
get to
haven't
that.
gotten there
We'll
yet.
get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh,
So, we began fighting the demon who basically sicked his dogs on us. And midway through the fight, I convinced it with some magical spells that we are not worth the trouble. Go somewhere else. So he went somewhere else. We determined while we were looking over the bodies that it was heading towards Altmere Cove or Altmere Cove,
I'm me.
where
cool.
the town is. So in a mad dash, we both went to check back where your cart was, which wasn't there anymore, along with your donkey.
No, the cart was there.
No,
the cart was there. It was just turned over, and the donkey is nowhere to be found.
Or it's under the cart. We haven't
Calm
decided
down.
yet.
It may be under the cart.
Yeah.
We are camping at the cart right now, but he can tell the rest of the story.
So we got to there. I'm sorry, I thought it was a different cart. Anyway, we got to the spot, and at the cart was a person in these like dark robes sitting in like the middle of this area surrounded by trees.
Real edgy kind of guy.
Super
Really
edgelord.
edgy. Like
It's like
he was,
an edgelord.
like he was sitting there. He had he had like one of his hands over his eye, just he couldn't control his power and shit. Anyway,
He may have had a hoodie on. We're not sure.
yeah.
9-inch nails, sweatshirt, and everything.
Exactly.
Hair covering over one eye.
Black
Yep.
fingernail polish, yeah.
Fingerless gloves, whole 9 yards.
Immediately upon seeing him, one of our rangers, Lindrolan, decided to sneak up to one of the trees, where he was subsequently ambushed by 3 different goblins. Or hobgoblins.
It was a really good hiding spot.
I think that may have been DM punishment, personally, but
Anyway, we began combat, and during it, at one point, well, first off, Rede and Adrik were becoming pincushions.
at least their shields.
Their
No,
shields,
some
their bodies,
some
on it.
some
of
met
them.
the chest.
Yep.
Yeah.
At one point, the dark-clad figure who we determined was a cleric of some god. He basically stumbled at some point during the combat, and he kind of just like left himself open. So once again, Dretan, seizing the initiative, convinced him that we were friends with the spell charm person, and in doing so, caught the ire of his fellow party members because they couldn't kill him yet. We found out
I
that
had him a hunter's mark.
yeah. We found out that the dark clad figure was a hobgoblin who was part of this orc like camp or like war camp. I'm not sure how it was. Where like basically he and his goblin buddies were sent from to like loot and grab shit and come back. We were going to send him on his merry way, and then Adrik became a sour dick and stabbed him in the back.
Hi.
Tried. tried to stab him in the back.
It was a very sad
he
moment
tried.
when his knife skipped off the back of the cleric's armor and just stabbed him in, like, skipped off his neck and stabbed him in the back instead. Which then led to a very long chase of him running away and then going basically hobgoblin angry. After that moment, Rede, who was, let's say, less than happy with most of his friends.
You know, the paladin that's sworn to uphold, goodness and all that razzle dazzle. Yeah, wanted to have a word with me.
Yeah.
A couple of words, most of them 4 letters long, single syllable.
Shit. Hold on. I spilled stuff on my computer. Give me 1
Oh
second.
god, that's bad.
Don't do that.
My dog did that last night, and now I have to replace a keyboard. Don't do that.
Oh, fantastic.
Gotcha. It's mostly fine. Okay, continue.
Well, so at the spot was the cart, and we could not find your donkey. We decided to camp there.
Sorry.
In the middle of the road with the fire going.
In the middle of the road.
Please note that. With currently a demon possibly attacking a town, and no-
Whose perception were we basing this on?
we're
Dretan.
currently basing it on my perception.
Oh, wait. It gets better, though.
Yeah.
No. It's not just that we're camping in the middle of the road with a fire in the middle of the road, sleeping in the middle of the road.
It's
But
a good
just
idea.
as we were closing, Dretan realized that the spell he had cast to send the demon away expired about an hour after we did it, and then we camped about 4 hours later. So we don't know where this thing is or where it's going, but it may be pissed at us.
And that is how I landed my name in the episode epilogue. Or prologue, excuse me. And with that, I end my retelling of what could possibly be my biggest fuck up as of yet.
Howard Dretan, I do have one bone to pick with you and your retelling.
All right.
You have to begin it with previously on Edrithian Accord Z. you have to.
Oh, that was beautiful, dude.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. With that, Hockey, we shall begin.
With that, we'll transition to where you guys are at.
Hey, look, the fire's still there.
I'm too drunk. All right, let's do it.
All right.
So here you are. There are, on the first watch, I think we figured out that Zixo, Adrik, and Kai would be standing first watch.
Yes, I believe so.
Second.
And if Kai is on first watch, then I recommend you guys have Elessar on the second, because then you have an elf that can. They only need the 4 hours trance time for it to be a rest or whatever.
Right, they can be at higher alert status.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll leave off. A few minutes before we did last time, so there's a little overlap, so you guys can become adjusted to what you're doing and sort of figure out for those who are sleeping where you're going to sleep, for those who are on watch where you want to position yourselves.
I accidentally pressed that, my bad.
So, Hest, salute.
Wait, what am I doing?
You're drinking.
Good thinking,
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, okay. Take a drink.
I
All right.
remember why I hate Parrot Bay. It is garbage rum with coconut. I hate both of those.
You're drinking coconut rum? What are you, an idiot?
It's not mine. It's the only thing in the house right now except light beer, and fuck
See,
that.
I am drinking shots of vodka, chasing it with hard cider.
All right, you know what? First, fuck you. Second, sorry for the distraction. Third, I'll take another shot, and we'll be quiet for now.
Well, if you're drinking, I'm drinking.
Shot.
Shots of rum, specifically, like shots of rum.
It burns.
Why is the rum gone?
The rum is always gone.
My toes are numb at this point. I don't know what's happening.
Stop!
That's where you cease.
Okay, that's a good point to stop. You're not pass out drunk yet. You're feeling good. Creative juice is flowing. Let's get this started
Please
again.
not
Sorry for
pass
the
out. We
distraction.
need 2 clerics right now.
You bitches are gonna be healed as.
Is Hest drunk?
You're
This
going
is
to be
gonna be a
lit
great night.
with holy
It's
lights.
gonna be a fantastic
She is
night.
drunk IRL.
I'm not drunk, I'm comfortable.
That's one way to call it.
That's a way to put it.
Well, we're 4th level, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I
just
got
hit
this.
Yes. Everybody's got their 4th level sheets, right?
Yeah, I just
Yes.
updated mine.
I'm currently updating mine.
Yeah,
Sorry,
working.
dude.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. Okay, is everybody where they want to be?
Yep, I'm propped up near my fire and leaning on the cart that I own.
I am going to put myself in this next to this rock.
Okay.
Hest is asleep.
You just collapse there on the middle of the road.
I respect that. I
Face
respect that.
down, drunk.
She's gonna go buy her cart, I guess.
Okay. All right,
I'm
and
gonna be here warming myself up.
okay. I'm just gonna get rid of these guys. You guys probably moved the bodies and didn't want to deal with them. So
There's a
I
river
really
over there.
hope
Dratan could have just thrown them in the river and poisoned the river for everybody.
No, I will
Great.
stop you from throwing the
Does-
river because
does-
that is where Zoe is getting her drink of water from.
Right.
Well, just go upstream. It'll be fine.
I really hope this cider lasts me because I think the only thing else in the fridge that's mine is the soy sauce.
Don't drink
That's
that.
not good.
I'd
That would
rather-
not drink it. No,
Drink it.
Okay, I'm not saying this
Soy
is from
sauce.
experience. I'm not saying this from experience, but do not drink soy sauce like a beverage. All right, just trust me.
You're
on that
not
one.
my boss.
that'll
It's from
mess you up.
experience.
That's
Please
No,
almost
that can
bad
get you
as,
in the hospital real quick. Don't do that.
that's almost
Yeah.
as bad as drinking
We did soy
ketchup,
sauce
dude.
once.
It'll give you a
It was
headache worse than a
hilarious.
hangover. Just please don't.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
How
I-
goes those
Sucks.
rolls,
It really
Hockey?
sucks.
Okay. All right. So night descends. Full night begins. The fire's crackling. Adrik is keeping it stoked. Kai is warming up.
Right.
Hest is serenading you all as she falls asleep.
Oh.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry though.
And as you all fall asleep and the guards are watching the surrounding forest, Adrik, you let me pull this up really fast here. You sort of turn and watch the periphery of the camp, and the firelight casts shadows around the trees and underbrush outside the ring, the circle surrounding where the fire is. Looking out into the darkness, the moving shadows sort of flicker and dance, and you've been camping out since you've been young. You're familiar with it. There's nothing out there,
Right.
You look up to the stars, and your eyes sort of fall upon the constellation known as the Wanderer's Compass. Suddenly, you feel yourself set upon by an unseen force. Before you can call out a warning or even register what's going on, you feel pulled across a great distance as your body becomes strung out and squeezed as if through too tight of a space.
Bitch.
Suddenly, as it came upon you, it leaves. You lower your gaze back down to see where you are. Snow flurries and swirls piling high into drifts as the wind whips around you. The darkness closes in. All you see is frozen tundra. The cold penetrates to your bones. You step forward and the hard frozen ground crunches beneath your feet. Up ahead, you see what looks like a small fire flickering in the distance. You approach, and as you approach, you notice dark shapes on the ground just becoming covered by the falling snow. Something far colder than the snow freezes your blood in your veins as you know it is a body. And what's worse, you recognize it.
Touch it.
Rede, his armor dented, pierced, and torn, lays on his back, his blood already darkening the snow around him. A short distance away, Hest, her shield splintered and sword shattered, kneels propped up by a spear driven into the ground. Your horror mounts as you recognize Lily, her body pierced by dozens of arrows. Dretan, Elessar, Zixo, Kai, Lindrolan, all dead, torn to pieces. At the campfire sits a slight figure, little more than a child. You move forward, drawn by inexplicable purpose. Your first steps alert the figure, who turns. It's a halfling. Old, with bushy bearded chin, you recognize him. Some know him as the Curious One, others as the Wanderer, the patron god of explorers. You know him as Vaforsig, the god you pledged your service to in the presence of your mentor. He regards you at first with curiosity, as if not certain who was disturbing his rest, and then, with raised eyebrows, as if he recognizes you, but is surprised to see you. His countenance darkens and he furrows his eyebrows. Every step you take closer, he becomes more and more agitated. Finally, immediately before you reach the very edge of his camp, he stands and turns to face you. His face turns from frustrated to resigned and ultimately sad. The wind begins to pick up as you struggle to say something, trying to have your questions answered, but the wind drowns your words out. With a sigh, Vaforsig steps back and fades away in the wind. You don't even have a moment for the shock to settle into your system before you hear an ear-splitting cackling. It is coming from all around you. Turning, looking for the source, you finally see a dark figure, clothed in blood-red robes, hands at her hips and hood lowered. Her head is thrown back and she's filling your ears with her high-pitched laughter. It feels as if it's piercing your very soul, scraping away the core of all you are. She stops and regards you with a toothy, fanged grin. She's vaguely orcish, dark green skin and slightly pointed ears. Blood seeps from the corners of her mouth and you realize that her robes aren't blood red. They're white, stained red by blood. A hand drops on your shoulder and you turn, staring into the milky, white, dead eyes of the hobgoblin you stabbed in the back. The unseen force again takes hold of you, squeezing the air from your lungs, dropping you to your knees. Your gaze is still locked with the dead, pupilless eyes of the hobgoblin. Your vision begins to go black at the edges as your consciousness fades. You hear the creature intoning, "Blood for the blood bride, destruction for the demon queen." He points to your chest, pushing. It starts burning where his finger is. "Be wary of her affection." You awake again at the spot before your vision. The campfire is still burning in the others where you last remember them, and no time seems to have passed.
Dang.
All right. Well, first of all, really good job. Way out of character. That was fucking intense.
Super impressed.
I gotta say, that was really good storytelling. Holy shit.
Awesome, man.
Very
Awesome.
humbling, in fact.
Yeah.
I am sad you did not say blood for the blood god.
I know, I was thinking it too.
I wanted to. That's it was almost there, but I stopped myself.
Good call. Good call.
So yeah, you guys are on watch. You guys have, if you want to move time forward, you can let me know, and we'll move time forward. If you people who are on watch want to RP for a little bit, Adrik, if you want to do anything.
Yeah. After having that happen to me, do I still feel a burning on my chest? Like very faint?
Yes. Actually, you reach up to grab your chest, your armor's in the way, and you fumble at your necklace, and you bring the two necklaces up. You have the one from the hobgoblin, and the one your medallion from Vaforsig. And the medallion of Vaforsig is very hot, almost as if it has been put directly in the fire. And the medallion of Marlora, the hobgoblin deity, is burned. It was a wooden carved piece, and it has been burned, blackened. You still feel something burned in your chest, and with your armor on, you can't really tell what if you have a wound there or not.
Yeah,
And, as
I
I
was just
see Edric fumbling with his armor, I'm like, "Are you all right, friend?"
Motherfucker just got branded, Mitch.
By a god.
yeah. Yeah, I'm taking both of these and I'm just tossing them away from me and trying to catch my breath, trying to figure out what exactly I saw, if I saw any.
If I see Adrik throw his medallion aside, I am
Both
going
of
to
them.
collect his. No, not both of them. Your medallion, your god's medallion.
All right.
I'm going to go collect that.
I actually have two of them. That's why I was a little casual about that. It's also possibly maybe me. So both those getting thrown out. I'm just gonna, go for the one I have in my bag and just hold it, and just quietly watch the night and see if anything passes with a heavy heart.
Okay.
Oh my.
Doom on you.
Does his old holy symbol still contain residual heat, or is it cold to me?
You can feel that it's hot. It has residual heat, but it's cooling though. It's not burning your hand to the touch. No.
All right. Well, I'll keep it for the morning when I can talk to him.
Okay.
Looks like he's having a little introspective moment.
Mhm.
Well, let me ask you, Adrik.
I
What's up with what's going on?
don't. I really don't know myself. I need to think.
Could you do me a favor? And I say, can you still cast the light cantrip?
I don't see why not. I believe I can.
All right, and I'll just hold up his medallion. I say, could you cast it on this?
Aye.
All right, is he able to?
You stretch out your hand, and reach into yourself, calling upon your god's power. And for half an instant, it's slow, almost like thick molasses running down a slope. You can feel it there. You can feel that it's coming, but it's not quite there. And then it comes, and you're able to unleash the divine power and cast the light cantrip.
All right, I'm going to take that medallion, and I'm going to just place the cord back around his neck and drop it back in his shirt. I'm going to say,
Thank you.
take better care of that.
I think I should.
Then I'm going to go back over to my puppy, and we'll still be on watch until our shift is done.
Okay.
Right.
All right. The night progresses some more. As you approach, I think you guys figured out that you were going to do 6 hours and 6 hours on, 6 hours on, 6 hours off, right? And
I
switch.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 12,
Yeah, that was
12 total hours. Okay, so
It delays our inevitable return to the destroyed town.
the first couple hours pass, and Adrik and Kai add some more wood to the fire, and Zoe finishes up drinking, comes and curls by you there, Zixo. Everybody else is sleeping soundly. Zixo, as you're sitting there petting Zoe and looking out into the darkness, a small whisper in your mind calls to you. Gnome friend, I need help.
Is this a voice I'm familiar with? Is this Pippin?
You recognize the voice, yes.
So she's close then.
She is.
I call back out to her. What can I do? Come here. I can help.
I'm trapped. Hurry.
Where?
And she starts fading. You can't connect with her anymore. You can feel the telepathy in your mind sort of gives you a picture of where you are on, like as if it was drawn on a map, and then where you assume she is, and you see some hills and a ridge line, and within the ridge line in a small cave, you see a horde of figures gathered around trying to scramble into that cave.
Is this in the same direction as the Hobgoblin Cave we learned about?
A little bit. It's more not quite as north. It's more northwest.
Okay.
Northwest by north.
And do I get a sense of how far it is?
Yeah, it's probably half a mile.
I'm going to wake up, tell my friends that that I have a friend in need right now.
Okay, so you go around, you shake everybody awake.
In the middle of the night.
Well, no, I'm going to get to Adrik first.
Okay.
Why? What's on your mind?
I've just got a call from an old friend of mine who is in desperate need.
Come again.
She faded, but she has. There's a cave just a few miles away from here. I believe that she's imprisoned and in need, and I must go to her now.
Is she that important to you that you'd be willing to push off our quest even further? She's that important.
I would be willing to risk all for her. She has helped me before.
She
has in fact saved my whole village before.
Can I hear him?
One more time, James.
I said that yes, she saved me before, and she saved my whole village. Even though my brother got credit for it.
Well, if you're in debt with her, I can't stop you on any high moral ground. So is this something you need to do on your own, or do you need some assistance?
Well, I think I saw in the vision that there were others who are keeping her prisoner. I would like assistance.
Fuck shit up.
I say, Hest, would you help me?
Courage, bitch. Let's do it.
All right. Then I will wake up my friends who are resting. How far into this rest did this happen?
About 2 hours.
Oh, that's fine then. Okay, yeah, I wake everybody up. And I say, guys, I got need.
Hold
Will you
on,
come?
let me get into character. Of course, we shall gladly help you.
Wait, you have what?
You need
I thought
us.
it was illegal.
You have a what?
Need.
I have a friend. She's a small dragon, and she sent me a telepathy call saying that she is in great danger.
From who?
A pseudo dragon, a friend of mine. I lived with her for over a year.
I think you meant
From
weed. It sounds like a weed dream.
She
What
one
is
of those
she in
dragonborn
danger
I've heard. She one of those dragonborn I've heard of, Zixo.
Not a dragonborn, a pseudo dragon. She's a tiny little beast. She flies. She could even rest on my shoulder.
I wouldn't mind seeing a curiosity like that myself.
Then she is this way as I point off to the northwest.
If someone is in danger, we are obligated
Very
to
well.
help.
We were in middle of saving the
Very
town
well.
and you want to run off. Really, guys?
I mean, Reed's gonna be slow to waken because but as soon as he kind of hears what the situation is, he's gonna kind of lumber himself to his feet and get moving.
Okay. If you guys wanted to do your hit dice to regain health, you can do that now because you just technically had a short rest. So.
Is there an
Alright.
actually for those on first card? Are we still able to do a hit die for that?
Mm-hmm. It was a short rest. You don't have to be sleeping for a short rest.
From last time, did I take any damage, or am I at max health?
No, you guys are fine. You guys are sort of like the
Nice.
relief pitchers. You're fine. You just come in at
Right.
whatever you were at the last session you were attending. I'm fine with that.
For those of us who are
So, did,
All right, baby, Reed is back in action.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, you like that, huh?
I like that a lot. It gets me going.
How many hit die can you actually use?
how many? You're at level 4, so you have 4. So you can use all of them if you want. You only
okay.
regain half your level worth of hit die in a long rest, though. So you got to keep that in mind.
I'm willing to take that risk.
So if you use them all now, then you won't have any more. You'll only be able to get 2 back down the line.
Okay. I'm cool with what I just did.
Okay.
For those of us who spent
I'll live with the consequences.
do we gain any from being leveled up, or is it still flat?
If you have increased your spell slots from your level up, you can gain whatever the increase was.
I'd like to just try to get Reed's attention and say, listen, I know we're not on very good terms, but if you come across any platinum rings, let me know. I think I have something that can gain your trust back, at least even a little bit.
Just try to wedge you.
Reed will just kind of glance over at him, and he'll pause a second, and he'll just shake his head and keep walking.
It'll benefit you more than me, I promise, friend.
Okay. So you guys,
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, you guys gather up
There we go.
all your gear, put out the fire, and you head off to the northwest. You travel in the darkness. You luckily have the aid of a ranger and a druid, so you're able to move at normal speed.
So wait, I lost my carts and mule.
Your mule, there's no trace of your mule, so you don't know what happened to that. That's still a mystery at this point. The cart is now damaged beyond already. It got hacked up. It's the wheels are busted and the spokes are broken. And I think someone searched inside last week and there wasn't anything inside. So
Nothing.
So it's I don't think he has left anything inside either. So
I got a phrase for that. Fuck.
I walk up to Edric and I'm like, what happened to we saving the town from the demon?
Damn
Oh,
it,
shit,
that
there's the
mule
demon.
was a gift from my brother.
It seems that Zixo seems rather panicked about this, and I trust him. He seems sound of judgment, not one fit for flights of fancy.
I call back. I hope this only takes, a short time. It's only a couple miles away.
Is that a short joke?
Oh.
Okay, don't make me start doing the Vader quotes. I'll do it.
Don't make me start making puns. I fucking love
Oh,
it.
that's BRB, guys.
okay. So Zixo, he sort of agitatedly hops on Zoe, and everybody gathers their gear and follows him. You guys begin traveling. Like I said, it's only half mile away. So within a couple minutes, you guys start hearing these growls and sort of not roars, but more like hard to describe even by the DM here, I guess. We'll call them roars. They're very bestial roars, very inhuman roars. And you guys come around one of these ridges in this mountain range, and from your sight, you can see probably about 200 feet away. You see movement next to this cliff face, this sort of cliff face that raises up about 40 feet, and there's a small opening of darkness there that you can see, but there's all these milling figures that are hopping up on top of the rocks and on top of each other, attempting to scramble into this cave opening. It's too small for them to get in. There are a couple figures off to the side. In the moonlight, you can see it glinting off some armor there. Yeah, that's where you guys are at. You see the growls and the roars are coming from this horde of figures.
How far am I from it?
About 200 feet.
Okay, and I'm going to point out the armored figures to my friends. And I am going to. How many armored figures are there?
You can't really tell in the milling horde. There's at least a few, probably more than a few, and there's two figures off to the side.
Would Adrik be able to see if any of those figures are, guardsmen from the ones that were killed by the demon attack earlier?
With it being nighttime and you guys so far away, even your dark vision isn't really helping. It's still so dark you can't really tell who or what they are.
All right.
I'm going to urge my party to press forward.
I ready my shield.
Rede will be with him.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys approach.
I'm gonna, ready. I'm gonna cast a lily now on my quarterstaff.
Oh, okay. How long does that one last again?
Oh,
That's like 10 minutes, isn't it? Or is it a minute?
a minute. Yeah.
Okay. You might want to wait just because you're not there yet, but you can cast it now, I guess. If you guys are you guys charging, or are you just approaching to sort of figure out what's going on?
Sort of approaching to.
I can only-
I'm gonna approach
I
slowly.
can only speak for myself. Nobody's charging to the front, right?
What happened?
Yeah, no.
Oh god.
I'm back. What happened?
All right.
We're
You
sneaking
guys
about.
approached. You were sneaking around in the nighttime, looking for these figures, and you approached them. There's sort of a horde around this cave, the small cave entrance, and you guys are now approaching it. And as you approach, this is what you see. The cave entrance is here, and all these figures are sort of jumping around, trying to get in it, scrambling, trying to claw their way in.
Sure.
All right, yeah. They still don't
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
So I guess if you want me to roll initiative, or
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm already close enough.
Okay. What are you going to do?
nighttime.
I'm going to cast bonfire just outside that cave entrance to block anybody from getting near it, but not in the cave entrance to cook anything. You know what I mean? To make it an obstacle outside of it.
sort of as a barrier.
Deterrence.
Okay.
Yes, I'll draw a circle.
Pick your 5-foot square.
It would probably be that one, wouldn't it?
Do we have light around us, or it's still like dark?
It's
that
still
okay?
it's still nighttime, but
Yeah, it's still nighttime.
you guys are now close enough that those of you with dark vision can make out what's going on and sort of relay to the others. Okay.
Is that an okay place to put it?
Yeah, if you want it right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll prevent people from taking the squares up in those areas.
Okay. You stretch out your hand, and let me make sure. One thing.
Okay, does anyone of us have a rope?
A what?
A rope.
Oh,
A rope.
I do, but what do you
Reed
need a
has
rope
rope.
for? What do you need a rope for?
Because I reckon that a lot of you guys can see in dark, so I'm gonna lead you to that cave. But it's lit up pretty much.
Yeah, now there's a boundary.
Yeah, as soon as Zixo stretches forth his hand and does some waves and small mumbles a small incantation, this bonfire raises up in this huge 10-foot high flame covering this 5-foot area and lights up that entire
my
group
bad.
of
That was an
foes.
accident.
Okay. You notice that these beings are very pale and pallid. Their claws are long. Their hands are distended, sort of, and very claw-like. The two figures behind the pack sort of turn in surprise. You see skeletal visages and sort of tattered armor and pieces of cloth, and their weapons are quite rusted. But they sort of take a step back in surprise as this bonfire springs up around them. And yeah, they still haven't quite noticed you, apparently. It just came out of nowhere.
Just saying to Kai's like, we don't really need a rope to do that. Take too much time to get rid of. Just keep a hand on the shoulder of someone that can see in the dark, and we can split off when we need to.
Cool, just follow me or...
I'm debating whether I should use a second level spell.
Hockey.
Okay, as time goes on, they sort of they're snapping these ones in the front line are snapping at the fire, obviously afraid of it, and the two figures behind seem to have a little bit more intelligence. They're looking around now, trying to figure out where that spell had come from.
How far does the bonfire give off to where it's dimly lit? Is that 25 or 30 feet?
Oh, probably about. It's got light for a good 40 feet, and then it's dim for another 10 feet beyond that.
All right.
And for someone like Reed who doesn't have dark vision, is he at least able to see like outlines
Yes.
of creatures in front of the bonfire?
You can,
They're fully lit.
figures jumping around it now. And suddenly the two figures in the back call out, and they've noticed you. So everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, lovely.
Make sure you click on your token,
Please click
Yay!
because I'm terrible at remembering that.
Oh, that was a great roll. This is going to be a good session, guys.
Oh god, the DM's getting good rolls, guys. Quick.
What? I thought I clicked on my token.
Oh,
It might be.
I don't have. Oh, I'm on the rule tool. It's my bad.
Hockey, I know my problem. I was on the ruler measurement instead of the clicky mousey measurement, so that's why that happened.
Yeah, I had
Okay.
the same
That
problem with
clicky
you.
mouse.
Wait, we want to be able to cookie.
My heart was in the right place.
All right,
I'm just
so
too stupid to do
Beat
it right.
Kai, Zixo, Dretan, Elessar, Adrik,
Hold on.
and yeah, Hest needs to get in here. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Yes.
It was even a good roll too. Not as good as that 22, but a good roll.
Okay. All right. The figures in the back point their weapons at you and let out this bestial roar, and you see this line of figures start loping towards you. They drop down to all fours and sort of take this beast sprint, running
boy.
on all fours towards you.
Psycho's here.
Yeah, I am here.
Yeah, he's been
Oh,
here for a while.
psycho.
Hello.
Yeah, he's been here for a while now. He's just been quiet, unlike some of us, aka me.
Yeah, I've been quiet.
Hey, you talking shit?
About myself, yes.
Okay, Adrik, your turn.
All right. Would I identify what these loping, quadrupedal things are?
By all of your research and stories and old wives' tales, you recognize these as ghouls.
Ooh.
All right. Well, because I picked up well, let's take this one step at a time. I see them coming, so I cast. Fuck did you go? Huh. I thought I had. Huh. I should have the spell.
Oops, my bad.
That's all right. What's the name of the spell that gives you 2 AC?
Shield of Faith.
Protection?
Shield of
I think
Faith.
Shield of
Shield
Faith.
of
Yes,
Faith,
I
yeah.
should have Shield of Faith, and I've been using it, so you guys know that I do. But it's not in my spell list for whatever reason.
No worries.
I think I deleted.
But are you giving it to yourself or to somebody else?
Yeah, just to myself. I'll
Okay.
add that back in later. So
Okay.
I'm going to do that, and I'm going to dash.
Do you have the spell slot for it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm going to dash to right there. I'm going to dash 35 feet. And I already fucked up, but oh well. You live and you learn, kids.
Okay.
Unless you don't, but I mean.
Adrik, Adrik pounds his what do you wield? Do you have an axe? Is that what you got, or a hammer?
It's a
Warhammer.
A warhammer, yes.
You pound your warhammer on your shield and psych yourself up and let out this very dwarven battle cry as you charge forward. And in the back of your mind, the doubt starts creeping in about whether your spell really did go off. You're hoping you called out to Vay for Sig and you've pleaded with him, and so you charge forward and you come up right next to this first ghoul. Okay, Hest, your turn.
Hooyah, hooyah, hooyah.
There you go.
I'm gonna go up here.
Okay.
I think. All right, and then I'm going to.
Where the hell did he go?
I can hear you whispering.
Oh, sorry about
We're
that.
not.
I mute myself. My bad. That's my fault.
Yeah, and then I'm going to attack with a. Yeah.
Your mace.
Well, it's gonna be. I'm gonna try and inflict damage. So I'm doing the inflict wounds spell.
Oh, okay.
So let me find.
So is that 22 to hit for that?
Yes.
Yep, that hits.
You sure?
I'm quite positive.
It's not
What's the damage for it? Is it like 2d6 or something? 2d8?
It is.
3d10.
Yeah.
40 d6s. It's a lot.
It is 3d10 though.
Wow.
3d10.
3d10. Okay.
That's nice.
Go ahead. Roll that.
Wow.
In. There you go. Okay.
Correct.
You as you approach and sort of put yourself shoulder to shoulder with Adrik, charging into this fray. You sort of holster your mace for a second, and you stretch out your hand. And within a couple feet of this ghoul, as it comes snapping at you, you unleash your God's divine power right in its face, and you blast it, and it recoils, screaming the whole way back. Okay, Kai, your turn.